I will be telling you a story about trees, how they are planted, how they grow, and why we need them. Trees can be planted by humans in many ways. First, you need to select a tree species that is suitable for the climate and environment we live in. People can manually plant trees by digging a hole and placing a sapling inside. In large-scale forestry operations, machines like tree planters are used to plant trees in mass operations. Aerial seeding is a process where planes drop seeds called seed bombs across large and accessible areas. A tree's life cycle begins with a seed. If the seed is planted in the right conditions, with proper nutrients, light, water, and soil, it will begin to germinate. As the seed enters the germination phase, it absorbs water and nutrients. It grows in size and forms a radicle, the beginning of a root system, and a shoot, the beginning of a trunk. As the root system and shoot develop, the tree begins to grow leaves. The tree is now a seedling, and it begins photosynthesizing for energy. The tree begins to rapidly grow into a sapling, between 10 and 15 feet tall. Saplings resemble mature trees with their thick trunks and many leaves. Mature trees can reproduce by creating flowers, seeds, or cones. Mature trees can live for decades or centuries depending on the species. As a tree begins to enter the end of its life cycle, it decomposes and returns its nutrients back to the environment. Now I will identify some of the most common species of trees. Scots pine trees are uniquely adapted to survive in cold temperatures. They are part of the ancient Caledonian forest in Scotland. They can grow up to 115 feet tall and live up to 700 years. Red maple trees are known for their beautiful red leaves. They grow up to 100 feet tall and can live up to 150 years. They live in dry environments, wet environments, and moderately tropical to moderately cool environments. Rubber trees are often grown in plantations so that their latex can be collected. The latex is collected by tapping the trees. In addition to being grown on plantations, these trees are vital to rainforest ecosystems. Rubber trees in the wild can grow up to 100 feet tall and live up to 100 years. Acacia trees have iconic flat tops on their foliage. They can live longer than 50 years and grow up to 100 feet tall depending on the species of acacia. Acacia trees are important to our environment because they fix nitrogen into the soil. Eucalyptus trees are known for smelling wonderful. You will often find eucalyptus branches in flower bouquets or even being hung from showers for aromatics. Eucalyptus oils are also thought to have some healing properties. Eucalyptus trees can grow up to 315 feet tall and exceed a lifetime of 1,000 years. Teak trees have very valuable hardwood because of its strength and extreme durability to rotting and pests. Teak trees can grow up to 130 feet tall and live up to 150 years. This is a world map that shows which tree species is the most common in each environment. You can see that Scots pine trees are the most common in Europe. Red maple trees are the most common in North America. Rubber trees are the most common in South America. Acacia trees are the most common in Africa. Teak trees are the most common in Asia, and eucalyptus trees are the most common in Australia. I have memories of being a young girl and swinging from vines of a willow tree with my friend Harley. I also loved climbing trees as a girl. I remember climbing the interior of a massive pine tree in my neighbor's yard regularly, and how being so high up made me feel so much larger than I really was. Here are some pictures of me with trees from when I was younger. We need trees to absorb carbon dioxide and make oxygen. Trees exchange these two chemicals during photosynthesis so that they can grow. Trees are the largest producers of oxygen in the world. Through this process, trees also remove pollutants from the air. Trees are incredibly important to our environment. They provide biodiversity between different ecosystems. Their foliage creates forest layers, which allows microflora to grow, which is important for animal nutrition and more biodiversity. Trees create habitats for many animals. The tree's roots support the soil in preventing erosion. Trees also help in filtering water and pollination. David Attenborough, a British naturalist, said, "Worldwide, we have now destroyed over half of the forests that once flourished on our planet. Not only are we losing the animals that once lived on them, we're also changing the climate of the entire globe. As we destroy more forests, we destroy ecosystems. We lose biodiversity as more species of flora and fauna die. We lose the tree's ability to filter our water and air, which perpetuates pollution. Trees are vital to our planet, so as we kill them in large numbers, our whole planet's ecosystem is dying. Here are some pictures showing how devastating deforestation can be. We can stop deforestation by being conscious consumers, advocating for laws that protect forests, planting trees, and supporting sustainable logging practices. Thank you. Here are some slides with my photo credits, and here are my sources.